Hello, my name is Anka. I'm a visual artist and technical art director with a strong background in architecture. And today, I would like to walk you through the creative process of my latest artwork, Lines of Tension. An artwork based on geometric construction representing 4 figures, 2 women and 2 men, locked in a silent conversation of power, fear, shame, and tiredness. Each line tells a story. But how do you construct emotion with nothing but pencil and paper? So let's get started. First of all, I'd like to clarify from the get-go that this artwork, Lines of Tension, is simply not about perfection. It's about making fast, dynamic lines that capture emotions. I guess you could think about it as a page in a comic book, except instead of panels, the story is told through fragmented shapes and the tensions between them. So here are 3 tips that I would like to share with you about how to convey emotions in your own artwork, especially when we are talking about using only pencil on paper. Tip number 1. Use line weight. Thin, delicate lines can express fragility, while bold, assertive strokes can create a sense of power. In this piece, I primarily use a mechanical pencil, which forces a level of precision, but it doesn't mean that the lines are rigid. The way you control pressure and layering can add depth. Subtle variations in line weight suggest uncertainty, exhaustion, or strength. The central figure, for instance, carries a sense of power, but her tiredness is in the soft, repeated hatching around her form, her eyes, and the position may be tensed of her neck. Tip number 2. Geometric shapes can feel organic. Even though this artwork is based on geometric construction, the way these shapes interact creates a more fluid, organic effect. In the end, I'm drawing people, which, we have pretty organic shapes. However, the way I draw it is based on very geometrical shapes. If you look, for instance, at the hair of all these characters, you can see actual rectangles or even squares being part of the structure of their hair. And if you like this type of content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Each character is made up of interlocking, slightly irregular geometries, therefore. This keeps them from feeling static. Think of it like a shattered puzzle, where every piece fits but carries a unique distortion. This technique adds movement and keeps the composition alive. Tip number 3. Use negative space and fragmentation for storytelling. The 3, let's call them ribbons, or shattered glass, or shattered mirror shapes. I'm not sure, this is really up for the interpretation of the viewer. But just for the conversation, let's keep it ribbons. So the 3 ribbons cutting across the composition aren't just visual elements, they serve as both barriers and connections. Just like shattered glass, they kinda break the scene, proving that the characters aren't necessarily physically together, yet their lives still intertwine. This kind of fragmentation adds mystery and tension and opens the possibility of the viewer to interpret the story however they want. When I started this piece, I had a decently clear vision. 4 figures, divided yet connected, their emotions woven together by nothing but thin, precise lines. But as I kept drawing, something unexpected happened. I thought the geometry would keep everything controlled and structured, but the more lines I added, the more alive it became. The rigid forms started to feel fluid, almost organic. The shattered ribbons that were supposed to separate the characters, instead of creating distance, they started to bind these characters together in ways in which I wasn't really aware of, or I never really planned. Let me know in the comments which of this figure is your favorite one and which type of feelings you'd like to explore in your next portrait. Thank you so much for staying with me through the creation of this artwork. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you like it in the comments and stay creative until next time.